How tall are you?
6 foot tall.
As a tall girl, do you find dating to be easy as your shorter counterpart?
Absolutely not, because I have to have a guy that's like at least as tall as I am, and that's hard to find. All the tall ones are already snatched up, so.
You think that when you're older, you're going to still have that standard?
Yeah, that's a personal preference for sure. Like, yeah.
So he has to be at least your height?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why does height play such an important role to you?
I mean, sounds weird, but like domination. Like, I don't want to feel like the man in the relationship.
You don't think a man who's shorter than you could dominate you?
I feel more dominant if I am taller. So I don't know. I've never been with a guy that's shorter than me that made me feel more dominant, or made it seem like he was more dominant than me.
What's the first thing you noticed?
Their height. I'm 6 feet tall, so
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
if you're shorter than me, it's not even, there's a zero chance. Zero.
What if you the same height?
That's really pushing it.
There's not a lot of men that are your height.
Yes, there are.
I really like.
No, there
It's
isn't.
4 of y'all in here that's taller than her. Okay, well.
See, but for most women, like you,
So you be like,
you 5'3",
I'm
you wouldn't know the
6'4".
difference.
But I'm not most women. So I know you're
you,
lying.
You different. You different. You an athlete. But if a girl like 5'5", she not gonna know the difference.
So this tall thing, this 6 foot tall guy thing isn't going anywhere, regardless of what Buddy said in the last video. He was like, if you're 5'2", if you're 5'3", how can you really tell if he's 6 foot or not? What I mean by that is right at 6 foot as opposed to a guy that's 6'5" or so. It's not realistic. It's just something to say. I want a guy that's 6 foot or whatever. And we understand how when it comes to procreating and genetics and things like that, the superiority, you want to have taller kids, you want to have the cream of the crop. That's why having a taller man, in terms of mating goes, it's the thing to do. But if you're 5'3", I mean, get yourself a 5'3" man. Why are you tripping? So only 15%, almost 15% of men only in the United States are 6 foot or taller, 6 foot taller. Only 1% of women in the US are 6 foot. So you got that 15% as opposed to 1%. Ladies, come on. Now, both of these ladies here in this clip, they just said that they were 6 foot. So I can understand that. But if your dating pool, she tried to point out, well, all you guys in this room are 6 foot or taller or just as tall as her, you're not always going to run into that situation. And that's why I think ladies need to be more honest when it comes to stuff like this and just say that. I'm not saying it's going to be difficult for her to get 6 foot tall guy. A lot of women who are 6 foot come across 6 footers. It's not too difficult because women constantly have, it's a ton of dudes pursuing women, especially if she's attractive. Even if she isn't as attractive and she's 6 foot. Guys are still trying to go after her because they know what time it is. I'm not saying necessarily a 6 foot guy. Short dudes just want to prove a point. And that's just how it goes. Y'all know those short guys who are just basically holler monsters at the end of the day. Like, for example, let's get into this next clip right here. Let's go.
How tall are you, brother?
I'm probably 5'5". I say I'm 5'6". I don't know. I haven't got my measured.
Do you think that your height really plays that
100%.
much of a factor?
100%. I mean, yes and no. Yes and no, because some girls that's what they're about. Other girls, I chase taller girls. I've only dated taller women than me. Every single girlfriend I've had has been taller than me.
What's the tallest girl you've been with?
6'2".
6'6" for me.
She was, oh, God damn! So this girl, this is my freshman year of college. I'm doing the, what do you call it, fellatio, whatever you want to call it, in my dorm bed. And she's so tall that when I was doing that, my feet were dangling off the bed because she was so tall. But it was a good time.
Man said the cunnilingus rice. Hey, man said his feet was dangling off the bed. Your feet gonna be dangling off the bed whether you sitting on it, whatever. You could be I'm not getting into all that. I'm not making any short jokes. Shout out to all my short bros out there that are 5'11" and below. He said he been with a 6'2" woman. He's 5'5". I guess you got women out there. Women are down for it. I think the tallest woman that I've ever been with is, I think she was about my height. Right at she was almost my height. Almost 6 foot. She was tall as fuck though. But you guys always feel like you got something to prove, and I get it. By all means, go for it. Go for what you know, fellas. Hey, don't let some taller woman intimidate you. But like the one woman said that in the previous clip, she was like, it's about domination. I feel like I'm dominating him if he's not taller than me, which is a natural thing. So a lot of women say this, that it feels weird when they're dealing with a smaller guy, because either they feel like they're dealing with just looking down on something, or in bed it's just awkward or whatever. But you feel like you're dominating him because you're so much bigger. You feel like you could actually beat him up. I mean, it's some funny shit. I could only imagine if I was dealing with a woman that was like 6'5", 6'6". I think 6'6" would be like a huge difference. 6'5" for me wouldn't be too big of a difference, but like a woman that's 6'6", I'm like, oh man. Even though I'm 6 foot, with depending on what shoes on, and I've said this several times, a lot of people are like, GR, I thought you were short. I thought maybe 6 foot is short to some people. I don't know. But, and that's with no shoes on. I'm 6 foot. But if I put on any type of shoes, I could be anywhere from 6'1" to 6'2" with shoes on or boots, whatever. But I could see how it could be odd and women feeling like they're like, okay, this guy is super small. Hey, but anyway, we will get into the next clip. Let's go.
Who controls access to sex, men or women?
Women.
Yeah, woman. Woman, obviously.
Yeah, so I would say hookup culture, if we want to see hookup culture stop, because women kind of control when sex happens. So do you have anyone to blame but yourselves on that one? You know, thoughts? Okay, yeah, crickets, here we go. Okay, so, and also,
Mr. Atlas has a point there. You complain about hookup culture. This is all guys want, but women are fucking. They're giving up the buns nightly. So who are you going to blame other than other women? Because you control access to sex. That's what it is at the end of the day. That's the way it's always going to be. Same thing when we talk about, we're telling guys, hey, stop simping, stop simping. But it's the guys who are contributing to the simping. She's a gold digger, but it's somebody giving her the money. Somebody's tricking, somebody's simping. Hey, that's just that. So we can go all day saying what we want. It should be this way. It should be this way. How could you? Don't spend any more money. But ladies, you just have to be honest about this. This is what men want. This is what men want. But women are active participants in these things. You are contributing to these high body counts. And then we want to get into slut shaming and all this stuff, which I don't agree with. You shouldn't be slut shaming. If a woman gives you her box, or if she gives another man her box, that's her body. Let her do her thing. But women have a herd mentality. It becomes popular. It becomes a shameless thing at the end of the day, which is, I know a lot of us have this complaint about it being wide open and whatever, but some of us still have morals and stuff. You got morals and principles, whatever. Same thing what you say, well, you want a woman to give it up easy, but you complain about a woman have a high body count. It's a whole paradox with that whole thing. Hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. Let me know what you guys think, though. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. It helps to support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is your favorite everything. This is wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.